First coat of arms to discuss is blazoned Ermine, a fesse between 3 fireballs sable, fired proper, crest, a wolf's head erased or, pierced through the neck with a spear argent. Belong to numerous branches of the family, including Cartwright of Norwell and Malbeck in Nottinghamshire, William Cartwright of Norwell, alive in the year 1614, son of Edward or Edmund Cartwright, also of Norwell and Malbeck, who was son of William, who was son of Hugh Cartwright, who died in the year 1509, also by the Cartwright family of Marnham in County Nottinghamshire, Captain George Cartwright of Marnham, born 1739, son of William Cartwright of Marnham Hall, who was High Sheriff of Nottinghamshire, and it looks like they ultimately descended from Alexander Cartwright, who died in 1552. Later came Edmund Cartwright, seen here, born 1743, an English inventor of the power loom, and the brother of Major John Cartwright, a political reformer, and also the brother of George Cartwright, explorer of Labrador. He was also born by the Cartwright family of Aynhoe in Northampton, confirmed in 1633 to Richard Cartwright, second son of Hugh Cartwright. There was also part of this family Thomas Cartwright, born 1671, a member of Parliament, son of William Cartwright of Bloxham, whose great-grandfather originated from Cheshire and purchased the manor of Aynhoe in 1616. And lastly, it was born by Thomas Cartwright, born 1634, an English bishop and supporter of King James II. And here we see, I believe, Marnham Hall and Aynhoe. There was a coat of arms granted in 1888 to Henry Edmund Cartwright of the Middle Temple and of Magherafelt Manor in Londonderry, Ireland. And we weren't able to find it, but this is the Magherafelt Manor. Very, very old, blurry picture of it. Looks like with 2 women in front and a tree. Next we have or, a fesse gules between 3 shields, sable, each charged with the bombshell or, fired proper, crest, a wolf's head or, erased gules, transpierced by a broken tilting spear satire ways proper. This belonged to the Cartwright family of Ixworth Abbey in Suffolk, England. Richard Norton Cartwright, Esquire of Ixworth Abbey, died in 1852, was the son of Richard Thomas Cartwright of the same location, who was the son of John, who was the son of Thomas Cartwright, Esquire, who was born in 1690. Here we see the family estate of Ixworth Abbey in the modern day. Another coat of arms. This one is Goody de Poy with the fesse nebulae. The crest is a wolf's head, erased or, Goody de Poy, gorged with a collar nebulae gules between on either side, 3 cinquefoils slip vert. This was the coat of arms of Ernest Henry Cartwright, Esquire, born 1865, barrister at law, the eldest son of Sir Henry Edmund Cartwright, also a barrister who was Justice of the Peace and High Sheriff. Sable, a chevron and grail between 4 Catherine wheels, 3 in chief and 1 in base argent. Crest, on a chaplet of roses, gules, a dexter arm, embowed in armor, the hand proper, holding a Catherine wheel, also gules. Granted to William Cartwright, Esquire of Brimley House in County Devonshire, who died in the year 1848. Or a fesse in battle between 3 cartwheels sable, for Cartwright of Washbourne in County Gloucestershire, confirmed in 1617 to Timothy Cartwright, son of Bernard, son of William Cartwright, all of Washbourne. Similar coat of arms with a martlet for difference, and the crest, a griffin's head erased or, pierced through with a lance, broken in the middle, vaunt gules. Said to be for Cartwright of London. Wasn't able to identify the grantee or armiger for sure, but one possibility is Abraham Cartwright, a merchant of London, who descended from the Cartwrights of Washbourne. Argent on a fesse azure, 2 Catherine wheels of the first, crest, a lion's head, argent charged on the neck with a Catherine wheel sable. This was the coat of arms of Thomas Cartwright of Newark, New Jersey, who came from Northampton, England in the year 1862. Whether or not he had a official right to bear the arms, I do not know. Argent 2 chevronels between 3 lions rampant gules, for Cartwright of South Wheatley in County Nottingham. John Cartwright, alive in the 1600s, claimed the estate. Also Cartwright of Newland in Yorkshire, granted in 1612 to William Cartwright of Newland in County Yorkshire, Clerk of the Peace for the West of Riding. Per chevron or and azure, 3 pelicans counterchange, vulling themselves proper. For Cartwright of Derbyshire, confirmed in 1574 to Rose Cartwright, daughter of John Cartwright of Derbyshire. Other sources say Sussex or Essex. And she was the wife of John Trott of London. She's described as a silk woman who later became an independent businesswoman with at least 6 apprentices. Per Bess embattled, sable and or, 3 Catherine wheels counterchange a crescent per difference. For Geoffrey Cartwright of St. Patrick Street in Dublin, Ireland, a merchant who died in the year 1636. Ermine a fesse or, between and cheap, 2 wolves' heads erased sable and in base, as many swords in satire proper, pommels and hilts of the second. Crest, a wolf's head erased sable, pierced through the neck with a broken spear proper, between 2 bullock horns or. Motto, defend the fold. This was the coat of arms and crest of John Cameron Cartwright, Esquire, born 1882. He was a major of the Royal Fusiliers, eldest son of John Walter Cartwright of Pope's Villa in Twickenham, who was born in 1843. Azure, a comet in the Dexter Chief Point, rays streaming in Bendor, for Cartwright of Scotland. Argent on a fesse engrailed sable, 3 roses of the field. There was a William Cartwright of Ossington in Northampton, who died in 1602. He was granted a coat of arms. He was the nephew of Hugh Cartwright of Mailing. And here we see, I believe, Ossington. There's also a coat of arms granted in 1634 to one Thomas Cartwright of Sion in Middlesex and of London, who had son John Cartwright. We weren't able to find these blazons. If you know, please let us know in the comments. And lastly, there was a coat of arms and crest granted in 1819 to Major Edmund Cartwright, seen here, of the East India Company, who was born in the year 1778. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coatb.com, where we offer genealogy research services, high-resolution digital JPEGs, and heraldic merchandise such as t-shirts, mugs, posters, and canvas prints. Like, subscribe, and share. Link in the description. Thank you very much.